Welcome to Pandora, kiddos.
Borderlands 2 is a fun and crazy first-person shooter where you play by yourself or team up with your friends to save Pandora from the tyranny of Handsome Jack. So when Borderlands 2 starts off, as you saw in the video clip before with your train crash, you obviously, the entire setting is in a winter, I wouldn't say wonderland, that's what came to mind, but it's really a winter wasteland. I mean, everything's pretty much snowy. There's some areas where it's, it's not covered in snow. There's deserts, clearly, just like the first game. I mean, it's kind of an overall earthy thing. There's all sorts of setting, but mainly what I've been seeing the most of so far is snow. And so the main playable characters that you play as in this game are named Salvador, who's the Gunzerker, who is similar to Brick in the first game, ability-wise. The Siren in this game is named Maya. The third character is Axton, who is a commando character. And the other character, who is more an assassin recon character, mainly for sniping and stealth missions and things like that, is named Zero. So far, I have only played as Salvador and Zero. I've mainly played as Salvador and played a couple missions as Zero. And my friends, when I have done the multiplayer in this game, have played as Maya and Axton. So the multiplayer in this game is a lot like single player because it's the exact same story, but when you play it, it's kind of like a drop-in, drop-out system. Your friends join in, they play with you, and they drop out. It's more helpful, though, like in the first game, to everybody either be on the same level or on a similar level. Therefore, you don't have to want to go through all of the missions and quests and things like that. But if you do look at your mission logs, it'll say you've completed those when you really haven't. So really, when you're done playing with your friends, you should probably go back and finish those, level up to make the gameplay a little bit more fair, so you're not playing, as a level 2 person, your friends are level 20, how it kind of was for me 2 days ago when the game came out. There is more of I guess you would say a special edition of the game. I know there's a special edition that comes with objects and things like that, which I did not get. But the version I got, I do have access to the Premium Club, and therefore when you start out the game, instead of getting basic weapons, it kind of eliminates the point of the first mission, which is called My First Gun, which is you go and you help out this little robot cyborg character named Claptrap, and you have to get his pistol out from his cabinet due to the fact that his eye was ripped out by this dragon-like creature. His name is Knuckle Dragger. So it's kind of pointless to do that mission and then completing it afterwards because then you get a shotgun. Anyway, you get these weapons as a premium member from Gearbox, and you get a Gearbox sniper rifle, and then you get 2 different automatic weapons. One has more recoil than the other. When playing as Salvador, you can notice more recoil because he just kind of is gun crazy and doesn't always aim down the sights. He just kind of, when you go into berserk mode, you kind of just run around, and it activates this, it's like a rage. Like if you've played other games, like older games, whether rage mode, where your rage thing builds up, and then you run around and you go crazy, and you get 2 guns, and then you just kill everybody in the room and pretty much just save everybody's asses if they're getting their asses kicked. Speaking of which, when you do get your ass whooped, rather than dying immediately, they have this system called the Fight for Your Life system, which is pretty much that, it's kind of like in Max Payne 3, it's like the last chance thing, or the last stand, or like in Call of Duty, where instead of dying, they give you a chance where you're somewhat crippled, or not being able to move really too well. You can't aim down the sights, you're just there, and you have to kill one enemy, and then it'll kind of bring you back to life. It'll give you most of your health back, that way you can keep on fighting. Or you can just commit suicide and give up, which is, not really badass to do. Speaking of badassery in this game, saying ass a lot, Gearbox, in the first game and the second one, I think their favorite word is ass and badass, and they just like to say swear words and all their funny things. When you go into the inventory and the other menus, like the map menu and the inventory menu and the skill tree, which everybody has their own unique thing for the characters, like Salvador, Maya, Axton, and Zero, they all have their different things. Anyway, everybody has this thing called the badass rank, or your badass levels, as other people call them. For me, I started off, I had 1 token, and you click, and what you do is that when you redeem your token, you're allowed to get an overall level up or upgrade for your character, and that can be like fire rate, or reload speed, or accuracy or shield boost. And the game is kind of like the first game. It has very similar graphics using Unreal Engine, obviously modified to look more cartoony because Unreal Engine has, I'm not going to delve into that because you guys all know, you Xbox fans, Gears of War, Batman. I like Batman. Anyway, the visuals look great. The lighting is very nice. The clouds look kind of realistic from what I've seen. I didn't really pay attention to the clouds. I was more interested in, actually playing the game. And the sound is really nice. Both games have a great soundtrack, like Cage the Elephant and other songs and things like that. Like the song they use in the beginning of the game when the train crash is happening, I really like that. It really just fits the situations. The people who did like the orchestration or song picking for this game did a great job, in my opinion, of choosing when songs are appropriate. And speaking of whether things are appropriate or not, the voice acting in this game, I love. It's so funny. They just it's one of those games that kind of just speaks to you, where it has those little funny things in it. It's kind of like a Valve game. I mean, that's kind of a strange reference. Kind of like Portal. If you guys play Portal 2 with Wheatley, how he just has those little sly comments. Like in the beginning, you have Claptrap, who he can't see, so he's walking around and bumping into things. Very dynamic. Like tripping over stuff, falling, and you have to dig him out of the sand, or not the sand, the snow. And so I like this game very much. I got it the day it came out. I got it for PC, so I'm guessing the games are pretty much very similar, I would say, for the PC version. Whereas, obviously, you use keyboard, mouse, graphical settings, and so on and so forth. But if I had to rate this game, now, based on how recently I've been playing it, I'd probably give it a 9. But I think just an overall, for somebody who's not the biggest fan of RPGs or first-person shooters, I'd give it an 8, maybe an 8.5. Myself, I'd probably give it a 10 from what I've played so far. Hopefully, there's not going to be some stupid thing that comes out of nowhere, and it's weird. If you guys would like to see more gameplay or more of a review or a more in-depth overview of this game, just make a comment down below. Or make sure to subscribe to the channel, Game Nation. Obviously, do what you want with the video, whether you look at it, you laugh at it, or whether you look at it and you like it, or you favorite it, or whatever you creepers like to do on the internet. Anyway, this is Corey from Game Nation signing off, and I'd like to thank you guys for watching this review, and tune in more for more video reviews and music videos, updates, all that kind of stuff.